Ease me. That is why in the People's National Party, we have given you a Minister of Finance in waiting who understands that Jamaican people need a better life for everybody and not just some people, our friend and company. Comrades of St. Mary, I want to make welcome to the platform at this time at the microphone. Comrade Julian Robinson.
You have been faithful. Comrades, you have been faithful to the greatest political movement in the Western Hemisphere. One love. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Leader, Comrade General Secretary, your 3 members of Parliament who will walk up Duke Street with us. I greet you. I greet the sea of orange across St. Mary. In 2011, you delivered a victory for the People's National Party. And in 2025, I know you will deliver another victory for the People's National Party. Comrades, your government in waiting is committed to building an economy where every single one of you can participate. We will make the economy so not just a few people can live good while the majority suffer. We are committed to an economy where every Jamaican, regardless of where you're from, regardless of where you started, we will give you the opportunity so that you can step up in our life and make it better for you and your families. So I'm going to talk to you about 5 E's. 5 E's. And I'm going to start with education. Because we recognize as a political movement that education is the vaccine against poverty. It is the only way out for the majority of black Jamaicans. So what have we committed to doing? We will ensure that every child in need gets 1 hot meal per day. So what that mean? If the mother have to spend $500 to $1,000 to make sure you have lunch money for the pitney, don't worry about that, because the lunch will be there at school and you can put that money to doing something else. We are going to ensure that there is an education system, that there's a transportation system in place for all of you in the rural areas where you will get a subsidy every single week so that you can send your children to school. So if you don't have the lunch money and you don't have the bus fare, the People's National Party will take care of that, because we want to ensure that your child gets to school, gets to learn. And our commitment is to invest in early childhood and primary education, because too many of our children are leaving primary school and they can't read and write. And so we're going to put the money in early childhood so that your children get a solid education, so when they leave primary school, they are literate and they are numerate. But we're going further. We are saying to you, if you are the first in your family that go through high school and you pass your CXC and you pass your CAPE and you get an opportunity to go to university, we're going to ensure that we cover the full cost of your tertiary education if you are the first in your family. Because we know once one person in the family gets tertiary education, they will support and pull up everybody else so that family can lift themselves out of poverty. We are saying to the tertiary students who have to borrow money from the Student Loan Bureau that we will link your repayment to how much you earn. So if you get a job and it's not quite the job you want, but you have to take it anyway because you have to live and eat a food, we will ensure that your payment to the student loan is capped to what you earn, and you will never be classified as being delinquent. So we are committed as a party to ensuring that education is funded adequately so that every single Jamaican can get the best opportunity. The second E, we're going to bring down the cost of energy. Jamaica, when we left office in 2016, the cost of electricity was 23 cents per kilowatt hour. Right now it reads 40 cents per kilowatt hour. We're going to bring it back down, and we're going to do so by ensuring that we invest in renewable energy so that we use solar energy. We're going to deal with electricity theft. We're going to put microgrids in communities powered by solar so that we can ease the pressure on you, the consumer, and make Jamaica more competitive for businesses. Our third E is that we're going to run an efficient government. We're going to run a government where our Prime Minister in waiting will ensure that all obstacles to investment will be removed. Who's not going to hug up every single ministry under his portfolio and become a bottleneck. We are going to provide incentives for micro businesses so that for the first 3 years you don't have to pay any corporate income tax. And so that provides an incentive for you to go out and build your business, make money, which will support the growth of our economy. Our fourth E is that we're going to invest in what we call the emerging economies, which is our cultural and creative industries. You would have heard Comrade Byfield speak about it. Our artists, our potters, our painters, our TikTokers, our YouTubers, we will establish a fund of $1 billion every single year to support those industries, because Jamaica has made its name from our artists, our entertainers, and our sports people. And the People's National Party will ensure they get the funding so they can build out their businesses. And our fifth E is that we must run a government of ethics and integrity. And so, comrades, last week, the Integrity Commission, the Prime Minister took the Integrity Commission to court. And there was a report by Craig Beresford, who is the director of, is not in compliance at the Integrity Commission. And the court released an affidavit on the Prime Minister. And I want to hear me good, because I'm not joking this, a serious thing. That document has shown that the Prime Minister, from he was first elected, that the Integrity Commission has had issues with him as an MP in 1998. Has had issues with unexplained sources of him income. Meaning, him can't every year. Let me explain how it goes, comrades. If you're an MP and a senator, every year we have to submit a report. We say what assets we have. If we own house and land, where it come from. If we have money in the bank account, we have to say where it come from. That affidavit shows from 1998, the Integrity Commission has had issues with this Prime Minister. That he has invested in some schemes from Cash Plus to OLint to SSL, and him is the only man who get back every single cent plus more when him investing. And there are hundreds and thousands of Jamaicans who have lost money under these schemes. As Comrade Damian Crawford would say, what can go so? And when they go further and they are probing his finances, they can't find the sources of his income. Now you might wonder, why am I talking about this? Why does it matter? It matters when the government paid $31 million for a drill that cost $3 million. You know why it matters? Because when you go to the hospital and you need to do an X-ray or an MRI, them send you to a private place and you have to pay $50,000 for it. It matters. Corruption matters. And by the way, the affidavit says there is some investor named Investor A in medical technologies. We want to know who is Investor A. Who is Investor A who is linked to Donovan Williams, the Member of Parliament for Central Kingston, who acts as the secretary for 2 other companies that the Prime Minister is in. So I say to you and to every Jamaican, Jamaica deserves leadership of integrity. Jamaica deserves leadership with a leader with clean hands and a pure heart. Jamaica deserves leadership with somebody who integrity commission reports are certified every single year. And Jamaica deserves leadership where your money will be spent to better your life and not go into the pocket of a handful of people. We have been choosing Jamaica for all of our lives. We are focused on ensuring that you have a better life. So I'm saying to the comrades in St. Mary, deliver Central for us, deliver Southeast for us, deliver Western for us, so that you can bring Marky G as your Prime Minister, so that we can build a better Jamaica for all of us. One love, comrades, one heart.